What's going on, guys? It has been a minute that I've last uploaded a video, but I've just been so busy. Work has been non-stop. School's been non-stop. I've been tired. I don't know what the deal is. My wife says I need to go to the doctor. So I got a doctor's appointment scheduled. But I have just been exhausted. It has been quite the week, I tell you. I tried to vlog the other day. We went to Lubbock to pick up some stuff from Gander Mountain. So I got a little bit on video, but I had just gotten off work and we left a little later than we wanted to. So I got a little bit of video, but I was tired. Imagine that. But anyway, so I slept on the way home. I didn't record in Gander Mountain when we went to go pick it up. So I'll have a little bit of that coming up to show you. I'll just show you what we got. But today is a busy day. And I am off. I was off yesterday. I'm off today. Finally. Get some time off. So we got a lot to do today. So why not? It's a perfect day. Because I miss you guys. I miss getting stuff out to everybody. So we are going to... First, we're going to get our debit card fixed because for some reason mine's not working. I don't know why, but it's not working. And then we're going to go get the oil changes in my truck. And then we are going to come back home. Well, actually, after that, we're going to go eat with the wife. Oh, I got to set y'all guys up here. Then we're going to go eat with the wife. And then we're going to come home. Or I'm going to come home. And I'm going to show you what I got. Because I got to use it today. Because today I'm actually going to go hunting. I'm going to go with some friends just south of town here. And we're going to hunt some coyotes. Now, some of you may be against that. But two people that own ranches and stuff like that, coyotes, hogs, jackrabbits, things like that are bad for, you know, livestock, for cattle, for sheep and goats and chickens and stuff like that, because they you know, they're predators. So I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's just part of life. You know, you got ranchers that are trying to live and survive off of their work, which is their livestock and things like that, and you got an opposing force trying to take it out. Well, if it comes to the livelihood of people, then, well, just some things you got to do. So before we get the day started, I have to share with you guys, and like I said, God is a big part of my life. He's going to always be a big part of my life, and I'm not ashamed. I mean, this is the word, living word of God. And I was reading about peace. You know, if there's something you're struggling with, something you're going through that's just harming you, you know, you don't have peace from it, just things like that, the Word of God is a great place to go, because He is peace. That's one of the characteristics of God. He is peace. He is truth. He is love. You know, and you may be having a hard time, but God is there to help you with that hard time, to deliver you from that hard time. Even though it may not seem like it, but He's there to deliver you. And I just want to read to you out of Philippians 4, starting at verse 4. So Philippians 4 and 4. It says, "Rejoice in the Lord always." And again I say rejoice. It doesn't say just rejoice in the good times, but it says always. So that means in the bad times too. And as hard as that may be, I know, because I go through it. It's hard to rejoice God and praise Him in the hard, difficult times. But He says to, and here's why. If you go down to verse 7, it says, "And the peace of God which passeth, and the peace of God which passeth all understanding shall keep your hearts and minds through Jesus Christ. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things." So He's saying, rejoice always. The peace that passes all understanding that God gives, you rejoice Him in the bad times, He'll bring peace to your life. And he tells you to think on those things that are good. Think on those things that are just, that are of good report. Don't think on the negative things. If you got a bad doctor's report, don't dwell on it. Don't think on it. Give it to God. Say, God, I love you. I thank you for being alive. Even though this doctor's report is bad, I'm still going to rejoice in you. And I still know that there's a hope. Now, when you proclaim that, but you also have to act on that. You have to act on your faith. It says that faith without works is dead. So if you believe that God's going to deliver you and give you peace, you have to take steps. You have to do physical actions and take steps to receive that peace. If you get a bad report and he says to think on those good things and you just ask for peace but you dwell on the bad, you're not going to have peace. You're tormenting yourself. God's only going to do what you let him do. So I just want to encourage you. There is peace. If you are having trouble, if there's something bad going on in your life, there is a peace. Okay, and it even says in 1 Peter 5, because this popped up in my head too when I was thinking about peace. It says, in 1 Peter 5, verse 8, says, be sober, be vigilant, because the adversary, the devil, your adversary, the devil, is as a roaring lion, walking about, seeking whom he may devour. So that area in your life that you're having trouble with, that you don't have peace over, he's there. He's trying to devour you with that bad report, with that negativity, with that thinking that you're not good enough, or whatever it may be. All right? And you skip down to verse 10 in 1 Peter 5. It says, but the God of all grace, who has called us to eternal glory by Jesus Christ, after you have suffered a while, will make you perfect, establish you, strengthen you, and settle you. Meaning, if you stand in the gap and you rejoice in him, just like it said to do, you rejoice in him, then he's going to deliver you. And you think on those good things and on those negative things, he's going to deliver you, and he's going to make you stronger, and he's going to make you more steadfast, and you're going to have a stronger faith because of it. This is just a revelation God's showing me in my own life, because I was in a little bit of a low spot too. So, and he showed me this. So it's just, to me, starting the day off, talking to God, rejoicing in him, knowing that his peace that passes all understanding is in my life and on my life. I'm going to accept that no matter what comes my way. And I hope that encourages you guys. But anyway, let's get the day started. It's going to be a busy day. Let's do it, guys. Just finished at the bank. Apparently the fraud department locked my card because of, I guess, a big amount of attempted transactions. All it was I was an ATM. I was trying to get a certain amount out, and I guess it was too much, and I tried it like 2 or 3 times, and so they locked it. And then I started noticing my card wasn't working at different places we would go. So came up here, quick fix, card works now. So anyway, left the house a little late. It's almost lunchtime, so I'm gonna go pick up the wife and we're gonna go get some good food. Well, my wife's gonna meet me instead of me picking her up. It was a little early, but yeah, going to get a table right now. We will see you after. While we wait, I forgot to tell you that I'm also hanging some stuff up in the house. I got to build a soccer goal for the backyard. I got to clean the backyard, and I have to build a shelf. I'm gonna try and get all that done today. I might not, but I have tomorrow off too, and I'm going hunting again tomorrow. So I may decide to put all the hunting. It's gonna be dark, so you won't really be able to see much of the hunting, but I may try and get as much as I can and put it together in a vlog all by itself. But we'll see. It just depends on how much I get done today, how much you see today. But thought I would tell you guys why it was fresh on my mind. That stuff right there is awesome. We got salsa. It's all salsa, but this one, I don't know, it's like a sweet blend, and this is like fire. I mean, it's fire.
What are you doing to yourself?
There she is.
Wash my hands.
The wife is here. But that's an awesome part of Abuelo's right there. Just finished lunch. I'm stuffed. Taking my wife to her car because she don't want to walk. She's right here next to me. I love her to death. I'll do anything for her. But now, we'll drop her off. Is it right? Mm-hmm. That was far, man. A long way. Ow! See the abuse? Now we're gonna go to Academy. I need to get some ammo. Just a little bit, not a lot, for the hunt tonight. I have some, but I want to look at the different types and see. I mean, just straight 223 ball is gonna work just fine, but I just want to look. You know, they have different types for like varmint, but I think it's like those things are just over $1 a round. So you pay like 22, 23 bucks for 20 rounds. Ain't about that life. But anyway, I'm gonna go buy some ammo. I'm not gonna buy cheap ammo, but I'm gonna buy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy enough. You know, I probably got about 75 rounds at the house. I'm very low, so I need to buy a little more. Gonna do that. Get an umbrella. My wife wants me to look for an umbrella for it, so we're gonna do that. And then I'm gonna go home. Oh, no, I'm not. Then I'm gonna go get an oil change. And then I'm gonna go home. And it's 12:30, so still got a lot to do today. Got about five and a half hours until I go hunting, so need to hurry up and get that stuff done. But anyway, guys, we're gonna go do that, and then I'll see you when we get back to the house. So we are home now. Oil change took about, I don't know, hour and a half or so to do, but we got it all done. So now we're home, so now I get to do the honeydew stuff, which isn't bad. I have this right here. It's a metal shelf. Oh, and it's kind of heavy. So a metal shelf that I gotta make for my wife. It's gonna go over there where all that junk is, and that little shelf is gonna be mine when I get my stuff built for my workshop and everything. I'm actually gonna put in a workshop. It's gonna be right here. So all this that you see right here will not be there after I get that shelf built. That fridge is gonna go right over there in this corner. This shelf is gonna go over here somewhere, and then that shelf is gonna go where that shelf is. So, I mean, it's coming together. I gotta get all the materials. I'm gonna build my own bench over here. You know, it's gonna be a good length. Maybe the size of the wall over on this side, since I'm not parking my truck in the garage. But it's gonna have, you know, one side to where I can do like honeydew projects or just anything I want to, and the other side is going to be like for guns. I'm gonna put, you know, just gun cleaning stuff, gun maintenance stuff, put a vise, you know, things like that where I can actually work on my weapons, because I'm gonna get more than just the ones I have, but at a later date. You know, I'm very content with what I have now. So, yeah. This is the garage as it sits now, and it's going to change. So now, before I do that shelf, we have a, oh, gosh, that's a little heavier than I thought it was going to be. A soccer goal. Soccer goal for the backyard. My daughters love soccer, and the oldest is really good at it. So, getting a soccer goal for the backyard so they can play and practice, do what they need to do. So I'm gonna build that right now, and then hopefully I can get to the shelf. If not, then I'm gonna move on to cleaning my gun and getting ready for tonight. It's already almost 4 o'clock, so I got a couple hours before I head out there. So I'm gonna get this done, get the backyard cleaned up, set this out there, and then clean my gun. So let's do it. And that is it. Oh, she scored! That dog loves to play soccer. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna wipe down the rifle real quick, or clean it real quick before I go. I got almost an hour. So, but this right here, including this green mat, is what I got in Lubbock. It's the Remington Squeegee kit. Comes with all these cool little squeegees that you can run down your bore and clean it out, push all the gunk out and everything. I don't know why they're falling out, but comes with all these squeegees. See, they're just falling out. I don't know why. And the brushes, the mat rolls up and fits in here. It's got 3 different compartments. See right here, you got some rim oil, some bore cleaner, and a rag, which will come in handy. And then over here, you got your brushes, your wiring, your wires can go down your barrel, stuff like that. And then it has this big compartment right here. It came with nothing in it, but as you can see, I got a bunch of stuff here. And finally, I have a place to put. Like I said, I haven't bought a cleaning kit in a while. I haven't bought a cleaning kit. I don't think I've ever purchased a cleaning kit. I got a cleaning kit in the military, and I mean I got out 6 years ago. So I mean, if that tells you anything, I just now ran out of those cleaning supplies. If that tells you anything. But yeah, big open compartment. It comes with a strap. You can carry around with it. But yeah, I picked up some CLP, and I picked up a bore snake. And then I have another one. This one's for 308. This one's for 30 gauge and 22 gauge. So yeah, I'm gonna wipe this thing down real quick, get it all put back together, and get ready to go shoot some yotes. I also picked up some ammo. You gotta have some ammo. I got 100 rounds. Let's see, this is the Spire Point, the Remington's 223 55 grain Spire Point. Never heard of it, never used it. So I'm gonna try it. I've read reviews on it, and it said it's really good for predator hunting. But I'll show you here if I can get it to focus in. This point. See if I can get it to focus here without knocking the camera down. to this point is gray. So it's a kind of it's a hollowed out. It's a hollowed out point. So I got 50 rounds of that, and I got 50 rounds of just standard FMJ, just because I need some. So be hunting with the Spire point and just shooting with the FMJ. Anyway, I'm gonna break this sucker down real quick and get it cleaned up really good, so I don't have any. I mean, I probably wouldn't have any function problems with it anyway. I just haven't cleaned it, and I've probably put, I don't know, close to 300 rounds through it since the last time I cleaned it. So time for a good clean. It's clean. I mean, it's not the best clean, but it's going to get the job done. And it is well lubricated. I'll tell you that much. So she is ready to go.